NERDSoul.
See, you young whippersnappers will never understand. All right, waiting until Friday to get a new Young Justice and a new Clone Wars. You just won't. You never understand. You know, you have to wait, and if you miss it, oh, that's it.
Oh, totally.
They might rerun it on Saturday, maybe. Like,
yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, that's true. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you can watch that on Disney Plus right now.
Huh? I wonder.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Don't take that as the truth, but I feel like it might be on there. So I think all the moments you mentioned were great. I'm not familiar with the Obi-Wan love story. I know that occurs in the Clone Wars. There's a whole love story.
Yeah,
I'm
with
not
him
as
and
familiar with that.
What is his girl's name? And
I can't remember it either. Every
5.
time I think of that person, I think of Sabine, and I'm like, it's not Sabine, but it's something.
Yeah,
Satine.
Like it was Satine. And her sister is red hair. She's in the Mandalorian.
Right.
It's escaping me. I know Star Wars people are like, you don't know her name, but
played by Katie Sackhoff. But I don't even know who the actress is. I just don't know what the names are.
I can't think of her name, but yeah, Satine was his girl from way back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, had a little thing. And he was like, it's my boo. That's probably why he didn't say anything to Anakin, because he was like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One time I was out there in the streets, I saw this Don Breezy. Couldn't do nothing. All I could do is just, I still had to keep my Jedi about myself.
That's right. By the way, your moment your moment I thought was a great pickup is that if Disney Plus was, if the new Disney Plus series was Obi-Wan Jedi Detective, oh man, I am in because that was cool. Like I even love the scene where he is sitting with Dax in the diner. Mm-hmm. He's sitting across the table from him. Like, that's cool, man. I like
when
that
he was
scene.
Scratching his butt and stuff.
Yeah. Of course, you have to have that in the.
Of course, you got to have the diner where they kill the roach and flip your eggs with the same spatula. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I mean, and people, those places never get shut down. Shout out to all the Waffle Houses in the South. Yes. That's why I do not go there. I know what you do. I know what you're doing.
You think that Coruscant, with all of the Coruscant like nobility and all that kind of stuff, you think that they would shut it down, but no, they just keep it running.
Like,
you gotta love it.
It's fine.
Yeah,
they need a place to like go to get information.
That's true. That's so true. But yeah, there's. I think obviously we got some other classic moments that people would say are their favorites, like the whole high ground scene in Revenge of the Sith, right? What are some other moments that well now here's one that I need to go rewatch. Okay. But I didn't get into Rebels as much. So I've seen the most Clone Wars. Okay. I saw a few episodes of Rebels. But I went and watched the final episode or whatever, where we get the battle between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan.
That's on another level too.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy scene. I gotta go back and watch it.
Not because the fight is so great.
Yeah.
But you see the vast difference in skill level now. Like back then, we were probably on the same playing field. When you first met me, when we fought again, matter of fact, you were stronger than me. Then when we fought again with Ventress and stuff, we were head to head. You might have either had an edge on me, but now, he finished him at 5 moves, I think. I think I watched that scene. That scene, I counted it. He finished him in 5 moves, but then was like compassionate about like, hey, look, it's been kind of us for so long.
Yeah.
Like so long has been us hating each other, and now it's finally over. And then you can even sort of see the withered desperation of Darth Maul. It's kind of sad to see him like that.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So that was cool just because he was like, look, I don't want to fight you. And then once he brought up that he knew that Luke, well, he didn't know who Luke was, but he knew there was another Jedi there. He was like, all right, gotta go down. He was,
yeah. Well, and that's another reason, like that whole scene is another reason why I love the older characters in Star Wars, because we get the Jedi Council in the prequel trilogy, and it's like, yeah, we know how to be Jedi. We know everything. We know all there is to know about being Jedi. We're awesome Jedi. Yep. And it's like, nope, you're the worst Jedi. Like it's awful. It's really, you guys should take a look in the mirror because you guys are not good Jedi. And then you get to the original trilogy, and you see an old Ben Kenobi and a Yoda who they're less confident, they're less arrogant, they're not sure. They're trying to give Luke good advice, and they sometimes give him good advice, they sometimes give him bad advice. Like, hey, you shouldn't save your friends. Exactly, it was exactly what he should do, right? So when you see Obi-Wan in that Darth Maul fight, I feel like it's Obi-Wan full circle. It's like, I made the mistakes as a Jedi Council member, then I had everything go downhill. Then I was kind of scared trying to put things back together with Luke. And now I'm a little bit more like forgiving. I've just got to be careful. Obviously, this happens before the original trilogy occurs. Yeah. But it's still an Obi-Wan that you feel like he has learned some things from his prior experience. And I like that kind of character. That's a cool kind of character.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Jedi... it's like this. All right, I'm not a Sith Lord. I don't like the Sith. We gotta continue to maintain balance and keep the Sith and evil and the darkness at bay. But man, the Jedi, it's hard. It sure is hard, man. It is hard. You look at Luke and what he did with Grogu. It's like. But at the same time, Luke has to get to, guys, the movie exists. All right, he has to get to Last Jedi to where he throws the saber away.
Yeah,
you can. All right, let me say this: you can still have a similar scene where he doesn't take the lightsaber, but it's not played for comedy.
Right.
You can have him hold the lightsaber and literally see the weight of the lightsaber and its history on his face.
Yes.
And then him hand it back to her and say, I just can't do it anymore. And boom, you get someone who gives the lightsaber back, but you provide a different history to it. Instead of let's not older Jedi just be messing up, man.
Yeah, you know, like I think there's an interesting lesson to be learned from the Jedi of the younger Obi-Wan era. And I think Obi-Wan learns the lesson, actually, which is what's so interesting about Obi-Wan's character, because the lesson from the Jedi Council of the prequel era, and I feel like this is true if you take it from a spiritual perspective, you take it from a political perspective, you take it from a societal, cultural perspective. But when you try to demand, when you try to over-regulate, when you try to make people adhere to the thing that you think is the best thing, you almost are like asking for a rebellion against that, right? And so I feel like what the Jedi were doing was that they were not allowing for individualism, and they were not allowing for the Force to work through people. They had a regimented set of like, this is how the world works and this is how we behave.
Outside of people like Quinlan Voss, where they were like, yeah, he's part of us, but you know.
Right, exactly.
Quinlan Voss, you're like, hold on, how do you get it? You know when you're at that job when everybody has to follow the rules, but there's like that one guy that doesn't follow the rules, but he still doesn't get fired, and you're like, how can he do this? And somebody's just like, look, his dad is a master, so we just let it slide.